Hello everyone, and welcome to the second reading of this Wednesday afternoon. Royal reading, of course, tarot reading, all of course my opinion and for entertainment purposes. Disclaimer in the box below. I am using the Radiant Wise Spirit for this reading. It is just a regular Rider-Waite tarot deck, and I'm doing a reading on another funny story that's going around today. First funny story was the breakup, the William and Catherine rumour. This funny story, and I don't mean funny ha-ha, I mean funny strange, is about Help for Heroes, and that is the charity that up until now has been very heavily involved with the Invictus Games. Their involvement selecting and preparing the UK team to participate in the Invictus Games. Now, according to newspaper reports, Help for Heroes has been not fired, but dumped by the Ministry of Defence in the UK. They will no longer be involved with the Invictus Games. They were being replaced by the Royal British Legion, a much older charity, much older, a very solid charity, lots of money. The Queen is the royal patron of the Royal British Legion, and they have been replaced because allegedly the Royal British Legion is able to provide secure funding for the UK Invictus team going forward, implying that there's something shady going on with Help for Heroes. Help for Heroes may be not able to provide secure funding, and their income does seem to have dropped quite significantly. They, on the other hand, are claimed to be very upset about this decision, and they claim that they were dropped because, or after, they said they wanted to evaluate whether the Invictus Games was providing value for people, members of the public who were donating to Help for Heroes. So they, in fact, wanted some kind of audit of the Invictus Games to see whether it was justifying the money that was being spent. Then they got kicked to the curb, and the Royal British Legion got put in their place. Or rather strange. There are rumours going on, and I know I'm rambling on, but there is quite a lot to get through before I can actually do the reading background that I need to explain to those of you who aren't following this story in all its gory detail. There are two strands of thought about this. The first one is that the reason Help for Heroes has been kicked to the curb by the MOD is that they have been involved in some kind of financial irregularity, perhaps paying for Harry and Meghan, who has got nothing to do with the Invictus Games, for her hair and makeup, for her extremely fancy, or their fancy accommodation, their flights, all the rest of it, trips allegedly to Soho House in Amsterdam, even perhaps an appearance fee. And that the MOD is now fed up with this and wants to cut off the Harkles from the financial supply that is associated with the Invictus Games. That's the first theory. So the second theory comes from the Sugars, and the Sugars are claiming that the reason Help for Heroes has been sidelined is because the royals, and in particular Prince William, are so jealous of Prince Harry and his storming success at The Hague recently, the Invictus Games, that they want to take over the Invictus Games, and that's why the Royal British Legion is being used instead with its association with the Crown, and in effect Prince Harry is being sidelined as well, so that William can take over and all the power and all the glory will go to William. So we have the financial irregularity thread on the one hand, and we have the jealousy thread on the other. So we're going to look, now I've got all of that out of the way and I think I've said everything I need to say, we're going to have a look, 5-card reading, using the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot, and we're going to have a look at this story, energy around it. We're going to look and see if perhaps there have been financial irregularities, if those irregularities might have involved Harry and Meghan spending on those two, and then we're going to look at the hidden energy. Is there really jealousy from the royals? How do they feel about Harry and the Invictus Games, basically, and the outcome? Because a lot of people are speculating that this is just the first shot over the bow in the MOD's maneuver to get rid of Prince Harry from the Invictus Games. So we're going to look at that again. And I have looked at this before, and I have seen a parting of the ways up ahead for Prince Harry and the Invictus Games. They don't seem very happy with him. It does all seem as if it's going to end in tears from his point of view, and even possibly from the Invictus Games point of view. Let us see what is going on. Underlying energy of this reading, not surprising. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. It's a money card. It is a looking at your investments, the money that you have spent, and finding out that you have wasted your money. You wasted investment, failed to bring the return that you thought it was going to. Quite literally, that is what the 7 of Pentacles means. In reverse, waste of money, waste of time, waste of effort, haven't had the desired result. So helpful heroes has lost money. The investment, the people, first of all, their investment may not have turned out the way they thought it was going to. Well, it certainly hasn't, because they've been sidelined. Second of all, the members of the public, like you and me, who are contributing to the charity, have been wasting their money, our money, your money, because it's possibly going to people it should not be going to. So there is that kind of energy as well. And then, of course, the Ministry of Defence also in there thinking, well, so much money has been squandered and we need to rein this in. Very interesting card to come out at the bottom of this reading of the underlying energy. Give us an indication of the situation, please. And we get the Knight of Cups in reverse as the signifier for this reading, the heart of the matter, the issue. The Knight of Cups in reverse. It's an upset energy. It's also, so somebody is upset, and I would say that that's Prince Harry. Coming across as upset. He is a knight, he is a prince. Knights are princes in tarot. They're that level, not as senior as kings. The prince there, and it's in reverse, a prince that is unhappy. Unhappy with the situation that's going on. So whatever is going on, he doesn't like it. I don't think that is the Ministry of Defence. I don't think it is Helpful Heroes. I think it is literally Prince Harry who does not like this decision. He's upset by it. And he is coming across, and it is again just a tarot reading, he is coming across as quite manipulative in this card, because cups in the reverse are manipulative, out of control energy, emotion, but also manipulative emotion, and playing people, exploiting people, exploiting their good nature, their sympathy for people who have been wounded in their in service of their country, the crown and country, and abusing that good nature, the decent emotions of the people in Helpful Heroes, the people, the British public, all the rest of it. So let's see, have there been financial irregularities? Again, tarot reading, allegedly financial irregularities. Someone's very upset about something. Someone is very, very upset about something. This isn't a financial card. This is an emotional card. This is a regret card, the 5 of Cups. Crying over spilt milk, or regretting something that has happened. That a fallout, a breakup, a bad choice, a decision, a separation from the self and the castle across the water, that bridge that they can never cross now. Somebody is very, very upset, trying to get over the upset, the 5 of Cups in reverse, or just extremely upset that this is never going to be fixed, this situation. So something has happened. We've got now 2 Cups in reverse cards, Cups cards that are in the reverse, that there is a lot of upset about this. It's regret, very, very deep regret about whatever has gone on. It could be some form of financial irregularity or shortfall, or just the fact that they, as I say, shortfall, just the fact that they aren't able to raise the kinds of funds that they were in the beginning. They did seem to suffer through lockdown. Their income has plummeted precipitously. William and Catherine had to step in and, in fact, give money directly to the Invictus Games. And it could just be this card. A charitable spin on this card is that they are upset at how their finances have been decimated. We'll see. Have they somehow been propping up Harry and Meghan's lavish lifestyles? Allegedly, again, this is a rumour. I'm just reading on a rumour. I'm looking at the energy around this rumour to see whether perhaps money was sent sideways to Harry and Meghan instead of to the places that really needed it, training, all that kind of stuff, facilities, the rest of it. And we get the Lovers in reverse. I think so. I'm sorry to say. Not surprised, but sorry to see this card, Lovers in reverse. Choices, bad choices. Going to the Lovers who are in reverse, Harry and Meghan. There they are in reverse. They're in the Garden of Eden, sort of there in that card, and then in the reverse have left the Garden of Eden. The fall has happened, and Paradise lost. Those two scroungers, in my opinion, and that really is just my opinion, that they are scroungers. And the Lovers card is a choice as well as a partnership, and perhaps there was a mistake as to where money went, a poor choice as to where money went, and it's sitting directly above the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the card of wasted resources, failure to apply your money wisely, failure to grow your investments, all of that, money misspent, wasted on those two. I think that is a big answer. I don't think financial irregularities per se for helpful heroes, but I do think that a lot of money went to those two that didn't help the situation at all, and that they now regret, looking back, may feel that this was a waste of money. So how do the royals feel about all of this, the Invictus Games? Are they secretly jealous and trying to oust Prince Harry from the Invictus Games so that they can claim it for themselves? Laugh. King of Swords in reverse. I don't see jealousy with the King of Swords. I think the King of Swords, if anything, wants to have as little to do with this as possible, actually. The King of Swords, when he's in the reverse, is pretty ruthless. I don't want anything to do with this. I cut it out. I end something, I sever it. And I think what is going on is that the King of Swords, not because he's jealous, but because he is fed up with that Prince in reverse, the Prince of Cups, the King of Cups in reverse. He's so fed up with it all that he is starting to slice through the rope that binds Prince Harry to the Invictus Games, my opinion. And it does seem as if there might be lawyers involved, because King of Swords is lawyers, is due process, those kinds of things, following the letter of the law to get rid of someone using legal processes. So it could be what is going on. Definitely not jealous, definitely not wanting the glory of the Invictus Games for themselves, or in Prince William's case for himself. Not at all. Upset, angry, disgusted even with what is going on, and wanting to bring an end to it. That definitely. Outcome for Prince Harry of all of this. Is this a first step in actually getting rid of him too? Getting rid of helpful heroes? Is this part of the process of getting rid of Harry? Yeah, absolutely it is. Three of Swords. Three of Swords in reverse. Same energy as the Five of Cups. And it's going to be oh so painful. This is going to be, and I can feel it in my heart chakra. Both the readings I've done today have actually been very, very emotional. I'm really feeling it in my heart chakra now. This is going to be so upsetting for him. And I think this is his energy that's coming through in the Five of Cups now, about financial dealings and not able to live up to promises and regret and all the rest of it. He is the one who is separated from the castle across the water, and he is the one who's let people down, in my opinion. And the Three of Swords is betrayal, heartache, pain. It's in the reverse, but to me it's because it is pain without end. This is going to hurt him for life. The Three of Swords, when it's in the reverse like this, in this context of this reading, because you always read reversals in the context of the actual reading. I think that this is going to be something that he carries with him as a source of tremendous heartache, tremendous regret for the way this has been handled, for what has happened. And I do think with that card, he is out at some time. I think they are planning to get rid of him. He may even know it already, that he is out or suspected. It is going to hurt like hell. It's going to be very visible. People are going to see it. He is going to feel as if he has been stabbed, betrayed. It's going to be another problem between the brothers, the King of Swords and the Knight of Cups. This is going to stand between them as a pain, as a wound, a seeping wound, a weeping wound, a wound that isn't healed. Yet another one that is going to cause conflict between them and alienation and distance and difficulty going forward. But he's got no one to blame but himself, really. No one to blame but himself. Well, there are two people in this card. Two people to blame. Some very expensive clothes there in The Hague in the past few weeks. Just my opinion. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.